Berlin?
Right.
How the hell did I get here? Okay. Yeah, so she's a little less
Das
concerned, but
not
she's still.
gut.
But she kind of does the figure and she's like, okay. No, it's like, not so bad, not so bad. And she will motion to Qar, since they're mostly alone,
Yeah.
that like they were heading main way and show that that they divvied off.
Does Qar know sign language?
No.
Common sign language?
No.
Okay. Well,
How do you not have that on your sheet?
because common sign language was probably not available when Qar was made.
Fair.
While Qar has been updated to 2024, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the
Yes.
languages are part of that process.
Uh,
If you want to go over your languages, you can. If you want to add one language to Qar, you can. I think he's well traveled enough that he would learn one
okay.
extra language.
I could do that. Language. Alright, I chose common sign language.
Oh,
Woot.
Kind of how Lyra feels.
oh yeah.
Took the wrong. Took a left. We should have took the left turn at Albuquerque.
I knew I should have turned left at Albuquerque.
Yep.
Now, what's up, Doc?
Yeah, he kind of looks at her like, should we get off the train type thing.
She'll shake her head. She'll kind of go like, no, like it's fine,
As you're
it's
shaking
okay.
your head like, no, 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 we don't need to get off just about yet, you feel the train start to slow down and come to a gentle stop. You hear the like hiss of the engine. The
Yeah,
vehicle
she'll do the
powers
like,
down.
like now's the time, like before they find us.
Yeah, he'll yeet as he's like, every his knees and elbows crack like, oh that hurt.
All right, how are you going to try to get out of this thing? It doesn't open easily from the inside,
Who needs it to
but
open
you
easily?
could
We
get
have
up.
Qar.
But you could get up.
Yeah. He'll try and slide the door open.
If you break the door, they'll know you were here.
We don't have a roof, right?
There's no roof on this thing, and
Why don't
there's
we go
open
that
space
way?
above it. You can climb up.
Why don't we just do that?
He will pick her up first, yeet her up top.
Okay,
Then
Qar, I
he'll
need you to
climb
do
up.
one strength check.
All right.
You're pulling yourself up right now. She was easy to get up there. You're like you picked her up one handed, lifted her up, let her walk off for at this point, right?
Yep.
Your natural
Um,
20 strength check, you reached up one hand. You didn't even put her down yet. You just reached up one hand. You were going to put her down, and then you like grabbed on with the other hand and pulled yourself up and stood up with her still in your hand.
That's
he
about
pretty much
accurate for him.
did a Goliath climb, pretty much from gargoyles to
Yes.
oh, yeah.
wow, kathunk.
You guys are out of the train car. You are. Before you leave, did you want to do anything in the cart? Do you want to like mark anything, tag anything, steal anything?
I don't
Uh,
really think there's much that we could steal. That's just furniture.
it's some poor bastard's corpse.
I mean, yeah.
No, didn't you kill someone in here?
No.
No. Um, I guess just kind of continue on our way. Pop off the thing and just kind of make a mental note of the station for the ride home.
This looks like a little like side mining shaft type thing. Somebody at one point might have had a little bit of a mining claim here, been doing some prospecting in the area and set up a little shack.
Mhm.
The train line came into it at some point because somebody else might have purchased it because of somebody found something or whatever. However, that
Yeah.
all that ends up being. Right now, it's old, abandoned, not used. You are a good mile underground at least.
All right.
Like,
But it looks like the train passes by often, right?
oh yeah, the other part wasn't very
Mhm.
far away at all, and that is one of the more main lines.
All right.
We still
So
need to
yeah,
figure out where their base is.
Cora will mark that on her map so they know to come back or it's time to come home.
Fair. Okay, so pull out the sheets and kind of be like, circle, circle, circle.
Yeah. And then
You're looking at
he
the different pieces.
goes, lead the way, dark elf lady.
You guys have gone behind the train from the opposite side of where the building was, because as you were doing that, you heard the noises of the people that were in the vehicle going out and heading in that direction. They don't
Yep.
seem too concerned with the content in the back at the moment. As you, much like you were sitting there, like they're like, it's furniture. What's
Yep.
someone going to come down this far to steal a chair?
Right.
However, Rose, it still
Hmm.
scratches at Lyrathiel's head as to why they would be delivering furniture like this. It's not even like super high quality furniture. Even the good stuff in there wasn't valuable. There's no value in any of this stuff.
Hmm.
This is not a criminal enterprise. You know this. You've been part of one or two of them. Both of you, actually.
She needs to talk to her dad and get that squared away. But we do need to
Mhm.
find out about the Thorns more.
Mhm.
The,
Maybe search the
no,
area?
the map that you have doesn't do very well with cave or mines. This stuff is unmapped. Everything you're doing here for maps is literally your character is drawing it on their map. It has a rough GPS system, but it's not tracking very well underground.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Because
Phones down
we're
here
too
don't
far.
work, but we have the physical sheets.
Yeah, like you have the
Mhm.
physical sheets that the green cards, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're going to look at those and actually see if you can figure them out.
Yes.
All right. So you pull those things out, and I'm going to have you do an investigation check.
15.
Pretty good, pretty good. So actually, it doesn't take you very long to sort out that you have to like shift them a certain way, place them in a certain order, and they show different parts of the map differently.
Okay.
So, like, all right, you've got this section of the map. You figured out where you are. You kind of pinpointed yourself in the center of it, and you got your map set up. You now have a light map sort of thing.
Yeah.
You take a picture of that with your phone, and now have that on your phone and can put the map part away because you have to take it out and basically calibrate it to where you are to get a reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's markings on it that you didn't recognize, but you recognized them as markings. As in Quar's like, those aren't symbols I know, but we do those stuff like that on our sailing maps to mark certain things.
Yep.
And Quara's like, that one looks dangerous, that one looks possibly like a stash, and that one, I don't know, but I don't like that symbol.
This is what I think of when you're saying like the green sheet thing, where
Yeah.
in Kanto, she holds it up. One way it's her and really happy, and one way it's the cracks, and it's like the
Literally,
shimmery thing
yes.
like that.
Yeah. That's why you have to put it together in different locations to get a different reading.
Yeah.
But then you take it apart because you're not carrying that thing around with you the entire time because that would
Oh
be
fuck no.
freaking dangerous. Someone's going to break it or steal it.
Exactly.
Yep.
So put it back, and so use that to map the general area maybe, and take a look around because we're trying to find their main base and an easy way to get in, and maybe not seen on the way in and around.
Hey, Qar, what skills do you have that you think might work really well as reading a map? Or at reading a map?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, wait! You're a sailor. That means you have a profession sailor, technically, even though that's not a skill in 5th edition, which means, in my opinion, you know what you're doing when it comes to reading a map. Give that boy that map.
I
Here.
have navigator tools.
Exactly. You know what you're doing when it comes to reading a map.
Yes.
So you given the map of the location and you go to work doing what you're doing. It takes you a little while to factor in the 3D up and down because you're used to boats.
Yeah.
They don't normally go up and down, though there was that one ship that you saw, but they wouldn't let you pilot it. I don't know why.
Right.
So you're looking at this map, you're figuring stuff out, you figure stuff out. You guys travel for a while, like down the line. You find some caves off to the side, and you go through them as you're practicing things, figuring stuff out, and trying to navigate with the green map and the pictures you're taking of it. And
Yeah.
you figure out that you do have to calibrate it in different locations, and it kind of triangulates a couple points on it, which when you put it in different places seem to shift, but are giving you different coordinates for something that is not the town of Arkarthas.
Yeah.
And you now believe you have a open passageway to Arkarth
Okay.
with some humming and hawing and going down a path. You feel like you right now, Rose would understand this feeling. You are in the deep dark. There is a cave system that is
Motherfucker!
leading you up and to the side, and you're walking through it and walking through it and walking through it, and then suddenly this part here goes up, but it goes back down. But you didn't realize there was a cave off to the side that goes up further because you missed that one because you were looking over there because you saw that sparkly diamond.
Yep.
That happens to me all the time in Minecraft.
Yep.
And they're like, now where do I go from here? And then I'll look back and go, how did I miss that path?
To show
Right.
Tasha kind of what we're thinking.
Give me 1.
Minus the looking in chests.
Mhm.
But don't.
Okay, yeah.
That's the deep dark. And then that's the warden.
He's a friendly fella.
Oh.
Anyways,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Now, what's your next move, ladies? I almost called you
Uh,
fellas. I'm like, wait, you guys aren't dudes.
Keep navigating.
Okay.
Well, we have a side tunnel, and we have Arkarthas.
Technically, right now, you feel like you have two possible tunnels that will get you to Arkarthas and one that will get you towards where the triangulation point seems to be taking you.
Mhm.
So your options are Arkarthas through A or B or alternate path.
Maybe the
Uh,
triangulation part first, because we want to do the roses.
Navigator, navigate. Where would you like to go?
Yeah, we could go
Because we can
The
either go to
roses?
Arkarthas, get information from them, and go deal with
Yeah.
that, or go to possible triangulation point, not knowing what we're stepping into.
Yeah, let's go deal with her father first.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to head to Arkarthas. Do you want to take option A path or option B? One looks slightly longer than the other.
The shorter path.
Taking the shorter path. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So out of those two paths, we weren't quite sure about some of the markings on the mapping, but
Mhm.
one of the caves, which happens to be the shorter path, had a section that looked almost like it was indicating vines.
Yeah.
Vines.
And as you're going
Oh!
towards that, you start to understand because the underground area starts getting more and more lush. There's plants here.
Okay, that's not what I thought.
They're hard to tell what color they are because you're looking
Mhm.
at the world in black and white right now.
Yeah.
But you can definitely sense them. You can see them, and as you get closer, they shift.
Oh dear.
Mm.
You can hear them rustling, almost like breathing,
Hmm.
and they seem to be waiting almost. If you had a personality to give to a plant, these ones they right now are giving off patience.
Okay.
Patience?
Yes,
Hmm.
patience. Not doctors' patients.
No, like, they're waiting.
They're being
They're waiting.
patient. Yes. Hmm.
I have a feeling I know what it is, but I hope to God I'm wrong.
I'd ask you what you think it is, but you'd be like, "I'm telling you."
Let's see if you recognize what it is from a picture, Neil. That's not what I meant to do. That's not at all what I wanted.
No, it's not a dragon, definitely.
No, I said picture, you fucker.
Yeah, something like that.
Does Lyra recognize this?
I don't know. What is that?
An assassin vine.
It's very similar to that, but there's a lot of plants in this area. It's the whole bush seems to shimmer and shift and move and anticipate and wait and hunger.
Can I do a roll to see if I know what it is?
Of
The
nature?
person's going corpse plant for some reason.
Dirty 20!
Dirty 20. This is an Underdark plant, similar to the Assassin's Vine, though the Assassin's Vine is a little bit more mobile. This one is more invasive. Assassin's Vines are like, I'm going to go over there and eat that guy. These ones are like, I'm going to live here. I'm going to grab all my nutrients from everything I can, and I'm going to make a new environment. And then I'm going to get my food to come to me, and then my food will always be here.
She'll grab Qar's arm and go, mm-mm. She'll just look at him and go, no. And try to pull him back slightly.
Yeah, he'll backpedal instead of going up the other path.
She's like, nah, no, you don't want to go down that. Those will try to kill you.
And
Yeah,
you guys backpedal with not too much problems. It's a little treacherous walking around here. Qar, you're like, I'm glad this is a big cave. It's all I gotta say.
Yep. And Cora's like, yeah, let's not deal with the deadly salad.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with the deadly salad. I've lost members of platoons to them
Oh, have you
before.
both give me a perception check?
Oakley.
17. Of course, she's in the day. She's up in the daylight. Great rolls. Goes down into the Underdark. I mean, like up in the normal area. That
As a
one,
bonus, you
that
got a
one,
luck point
that one.
back.
Shit rules. Comes down to the right. Comes down to the Underdark. Great rolls. Qar. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
All right, Lyra, your elf eyes see something that you would recognize. A dull purple glow coming from a
Hey.
section of rock about 20 feet up on the side of the cliff.
Okay.
The section is giving off a very familiar color for you.
Excuse me.
In Faerun, from the Forgotten Realms, is called Faris.
Oh, okay.
It's a specific type of crystal that is essentially crystallized magic.
Ooh.
And you would recognize that color anywhere for the simple fact that your people are fairly obsessed with the stuff, as
And it's not hard on the eyes. It's actually nice on the eyes. In the middle of the fucking darkness. So is red.
exactly. But it is highly magical. Highly magical.
Yeah, no, that didn't save me.
When you fail an ability check, you expend a second win. Mm,
I got an 8.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. She'll just kind
If the
of
check
point up
still
to it.
fails, the second win isn't expended. So you didn't lose a second win.
No.
Yeah,
Ah ha 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 ha!
she'll point to the purple and go, that's good. That's a good sign. And we want to make sure we keep an
Quar,
eye
you
out for
didn't
purple
notice
and
that
red.
purple until it was pointed out. But when
Or,
you did, you can't believe you didn't notice it because it's like that moment when you're walking through the kitchen on your way to the bathroom, but you haven't turned on any lights because you know where everything is, and then then you actually open your eyes and notice that there's lights coming from something, and you still can't figure out what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
it's that moment. It's that
I've had
moment.
a moment like that
Yeah.
because Rose was charging her headphones and her headphones case closed.
You expect pitch black, so you don't even bother opening your eyes. But then you do for some reason. You're like, wait, why can I see?
Yep.
It's like what
yeah,
the fuck. But
she'll point
now
it
that it's
out.
pointed out, you definitely see this. And by the amount of light coming out of there, you would say this thing is about foot and a half ish. This section that's glowing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
By the way, one of those crystals can go for very, very high amounts of money, but they are notoriously difficult to mine as they are known to be unstable.
Is it on my list?
If you could get samples of it, I'm sure you could get money from anyone who likes magic. Anyone who likes magic. Anyone who likes magic.
Okay.
Is there an
Likelihood
elf
of getting
man
that
one?
down with a mage hand and a hammer?
No,
No, okay.
doubtful. You would have to do some actual mining to get this out, unless you have some way of like shifting earth or something with magic, right? Rock to mud, get the stuff around it or something, which you don't have current access to right now, but you could mark this place and come back to.
You need a druid with mold earth.
Yeah, mold earth would work.
I have shatter.
Do you really want it's an unstable stone.
Do you want to shatter something that's known for being unstable?
I never
Or
said it
something
was.
attached to something that's known for
I
being unstable?
never said that it was a smart move to shatter. I said I can, not that I'm going to. There's a difference in words there, y'all.
That would be one setting off
Yes, but you're
a
known for not
firecracker
having
near
a distinction
plutonium.
between those words.
It'd be like setting off a firecracker next to plutonium. It
Exactly.
goes boom.
No, I'm not going to shatter the explosive motherfucker.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do? Right now, you don't seem to be able to do anything involving this, but that doesn't mean you
No.
can't come back to it later. You have marked it on your map.
Okay, mark on map. And continue on and let Qar know to keep an eye out for those because that could lead us to Arkarthas easily enough. And don't die, my love.
Well, everyone's got to sometime.
Yeah, but not yet.
Everyone's got to die sometime. You just got to ask yourself, do you want to die on your knees, begging? I mean, how are you?
This is what I deal with, Tiffany. This is what I deal with. So, we're gonna
I never
continue
begged for
to
nothing.
Arkarthas.
So, you backtracked to the other path. You're making your way up.
Yep.
You found some purple crystals. You can't do anything about them right now, but you're making your way up further.
Correct.
Because you're looking out for them now, you guys notice another purple crystal in a wall, good distance
That is
up.
true, Tiffany.
Both of you can roll a perception check.
Okie
One second.
dokies.
1 second, 1 second.
I will luck point that because I still have 2.
Yep, that's good. That's good.
Fuck you too.
Fuck you, numbers. At least it was higher. Hirozi, take higher
Hold
low.
Low. Not 20 out of quad.
Nat 20 on your perception check. You found more of them, like I said, but Qar, you noticed some weirdness about this. This
Mm-hmm.
too coincidental that like this crystal is located at a height like that. It's not convenient for someone to mine it, right?
Uh-huh.
Because it's 20 feet up on a wall. But
Yeah.
you're noticing, like, wait, there's another one on this path that we happen to be walking in a place that we couldn't reach if we had a pickaxe.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to like scratch your head and go, this seems a little coincidental.
Just a little.
And Qar doesn't particularly believe in coincidence.
No.
So, how would you like to go about that? You know, what do you think's going on, Qar? Yes, bro is sus.
I don't have
Yeah,
the
it's just
sound alert for
stuff.
it. You do. Soundboard it.
I don't think I know where the soundboard is. Oh, there it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is very sus.
Hydrate, you bastard!
Hydrate, you bastards! Hydrate! From the chat.
Hydrate, Ludo, friend.
Hydrated. Alright, so Qar doesn't believe in
So, Tasha,
coincidences.
who's your
Yes.
favorite character from the lab?
I have not seen that movie.
Oh!
Ha! I'm not the only one!
I don't know if I can be your friend anymore. I'm kidding.
Ha! I'm not the only one in this group that hasn't seen that shit. Now you're gonna get mad at me. There's 2 of us. Ha ha ha!
I
Motherfucker.
saw like
Must just
a
be a
very
generational
small.
thing. You two youngins.
Uh-huh. Sure, dinosaur.
I saw a very small bit of it, but I was like too little to remember.
Maybe.
All,
I do
all I
highly
know
recommend you
is
see.
oh, go ahead.
No, I'm eating sauerkraut right now, so my brain is like twitching.
Ah.
I do recommend that you and Rose sit down and watch it. I would love
Okay.
to sit down and watch it with both of you because I would love to be just as creeped out as both of you will be when it gets to a certain point in it.
Oh.
I've heard about the
Well,
weird, creepy monster
there's
things.
there's a scene that for some reason didn't bother me when I was younger, but for some reason just kind of icks me out now. All it is there's these guys that can take off parts of themselves and they juggle them around and then they try to take the main character's parts off and hers don't come off.
Oh, okay.
They don't actually try to do anything. They just chase her around and then she falls in a hole or something. But for some reason, the moving body parts just throws me off in a way that is uncomfortable. I kind of want to see if it has that reaction on anyone.
Okay.
You remind me of the Babe. What Babe? The Babe with a power. What power? The power of voodoo. Hoodoo.
Who do you do? You remind me
Voodoo.
of the
Do
Babe.
what? Remind me of the Babe.
The Babe. It's a whole ass song.
Yep.
And I have actually partially heard the song, and yes, it is addicting as hell. But yes, so it's not convenient. It is sus as fuck.
And it seems to be beneficial to you because it actually is leading you up the path. And you see a divergence, and one side has a glowing crystal and the other does not.
Going down the glowing crystal path, because
We have lanterns. Whoop whoop. Very volatile if mined, but lanterns all the same.
Lyrathiel, you have a longer dark vision than Qar does.
Yep.
So you can see in the crevice that you bypass by going down to one with a light.
Mm-hmm.
And looking down into it, you can see things looking back out at you.
Things?
You can just see that they're there. You can't tell what they are. They're hiding in the shadows. You just see lots of eyes.
She's like, yep, nope. Keeping on the light trail. That's not okay. That's sus. Sus the fuck!
You continue following this path of lights, which, as you go, you notice does continue.
All right.
Your path that you were going to follow led off to the right into a dark cave. There is a path to the left with another light crystal.
Huh.
I think Dash
Which
and I are
direction
under
do you
the
want to
same.
go?
I think Dash and I are under the same concept of light crystal all the way.
Yes.
Light
Except
crystal all the
now
way.
you know that, like from your mapping, you know that Arkarthas is just over that side where the darkness is.
Well, shit.
Do you want to walk the path of safeness with the light, or do you want to cut across and be impatient?
I hate you. But,
Light, please.
actually, that's darkness. I am going to use my 120-foot ability to cast a cantrip of dancing lights to see what's down there.
You have the 120-foot dark vision. You can see 120 feet in front of you.
Okay, what's down there, little DM?
That's the thing. Doesn't look like there's anything down there. It just looks like an open cavern, some stalagmites, some stalactites, dripping water here and there, some weird little fungusy, like mucusy or whatever mossy substance growing off some of the rocks, some moisture over there, maybe a bug of some sort crawling around. Other than that, it looks perfectly normal, like almost every other cave in the Underdark. You being a drow, know that means it's probably deadly.
I was gonna say, I don't trust that as far as I can fucking throw it. I'm gonna toss a caltrop down there.
Flicking a caltrop, bouncing it type thing.
Yeah. I got 20 of the fuckers. I might as well fucking use one.
Caltrops work best in high numbers thrown on the ground behind you when you're trying to prevent something from chasing you.
I know that. This is to test
But
if
I have
something
no
tries
problem
to
with you
attack
throwing
it.
one down this floor. What are you trying to do? Like, what are you trying to see with this?
Is something going to try and attack it as something that is not what's supposed to be in there as a snatch and grab if you go down the path?
Okay, pick high or low.
Rose says hi.
Hiya, how you doing? Well, guess what, Rose? You flick that caltrop as far as you can so that you can try to get some distance. You don't want it to like land at your foot. So you just huck that thing, and you get a good amount of distance. You did not think you could throw that thing the 20 feet you got it, but you did. Nice aerodynamics somehow. The thing is, as soon as it hit the ground, that ping type noise that little piece of sharp metal made, metal on solid stone, basically. It made a ting type
Ting.
noise that almost, if you could see sounds, would have been rather disturbing to be like, wow, around that point. And at least one thing moved over the spot where the caltrop was. You did not see what it was. It did not come out of the darkness that you can see in. It was part of it, as in, like, the shadows rippled and something moved.
No. I don't know if you heard me in the hallway, but
Yeah. No.
no.
We're sticking to the light.
All right, so you take the long route.
No.
Yes. So,
You follow that path for quite a while longer. It does take a little bit longer, but it seems to go around all of these deceptively safe-looking areas that you've seen. At one point, it goes up near,
yep.
like, it's going up along a ledge that you can see down into a ravine, and because of your night vision, and hers is longer than yours, she can see that in there is a large pool of water that goes past her vision.
Oh.
As a
Okay.
drow, she knows large bodies of water in the Underdark are very bad places, so she says, yeah, let's not go that way, and continues following the light path, eventually leading you to the edge of town.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
The light,
Yep.
We aren't that dumb.
the light crystals that you saw have faded. They're no longer there, but there's bioluminescent mushrooms growing, and these ones are like the size of, I don't know, a couch. You got one the size of a tree. Got one the size of a bigger tree. You got varying ones of whatnot. There are some of them have like strandy bits, kind of like willow trees hanging from them. I don't know if you want to play with those or not because mushroom spores, but who knows?
So Neil, to tell you what the chat just did, Tiffany, hearing about what the side passages are, went, ah, hell nah!
Yeah.
Hell no, bitch, not
That's.
happening.
Oh wait. Let me see if.
Yeah, accurate. That's bait. Fuck that shit.
That's bait.
Yeah,
Yeah, nope. Mm-mm. We don't touch that shit.
you know.
So, as I
So,
said, you're on the edge of Arkarthas. Right now, you're on a part of town that is you are in the lower slums. This is a part of town where it's safer to enter and exit if you don't want people other than certain people to notice you, because some people will notice you here. Most people will
mm-hmm.
not, but some people will.
So she's going to walk in like she fucking owns the place, like a fucking priestess of the Underdark should. Queen of Sheba walking through town. And yeah, she hates herself for this, for the record. She's not happy, but she knows what role she needs to play right about now.
I will remind you of what your character has heard about Arkarth.
It's not run by priestesses. They don't usually come here. It is usually a male-dominated town, different than most Underdark cities.
And the priestesses find out real quick what happens if somebody pisses off the gentry.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Mhm.
Don't be so
As
much of a
in,
bitch that you're gonna piss off people.
don't be a super bitch. The townsfolk will lynch you.
Yes, but being not, she's doing that. I'm confident. I'm a
Be
queen.
confident
I'm a
and dominant, but
priestess.
don't be a bitch.
Mhm.
Oh, it takes all my fun away.
Oh, you can be as much of a bitch as you want officially, but what I'm saying is, don't be a bitch for the sake of being a bitch. Be a bitch because it gets things done.
Exactly.
Tiffany goes, Rosie has a pyramid scheme of on her side. Don't mess with her. She'll recruit you.
I have
That's part of
multi-level
why we're
marketing on
here,
my side.
actually.
By the power of pyramid schemes, I compel you. Sign
Yeah.
here.
Please.
Would you like to sign up for our rewards plan?
Right.
Only 60,000 points, and you too could go on a one-day vacation to your bathroom.
We're about to meet the sexy motherfucker, which is this man. I'm gonna put this in campaign chart because this is who we need to go meet, and have Tiffany go, "Who that?" Because I know Tiffany's gonna start staring at that because both Tash and I did when we first saw him too.
Yes.
And Rose
I'm still
couldn't
mad at you for this shit, by the way.
not
I can't
glare at me
have
for
him.
like 3 days.
I can't have him. Tiffany, do you want to guess who that is? Still fucking mad at you, Neil. Still so fucking. You will never, never not have my ire for this. Never. That's Lyrathiel's dad. Biological father. So mad at Neil. He's so hot. Right? Oh no. Right? I can't fucking have him. So mad. I can't fucking have this sexy fucking drow. Pale skin drow. Can't fucking. Wait till you see how he acts. Motherfucker. So mad at you. So, she's going to walk around and ask if anyone has seen Aranor Sarelth.
You are going to use his name.
Yes, first name specifically.
Okay, you're going to ask around for details. Okay, makes sense. Yes, perfect. All right, so I'm going to get you to do an investigation check.
Great. Okay. She invest. I'm gonna fuck that shit. That's a 10. That's baseline. I'll take it.
All right, so you find somebody who claims to have information. You may now insight them.
For 12.
He's got you going. He really thinks, or you really think he is being 100% honest, and he's talking about a warehouse on the edge of town. Qar, you can do an insight on this man because you're still with her.
All right. He'll go in.
This is not a town I suggest you two split up in.
Yeah, no.
No. He's my ally.
Both of you
You know
believe
what?
this guy. This guy is this guy, as far as you guys are aware, unless you're re-rolling.
I'm actually gonna.
Hey, there we go.
That's
That
a
is
13.
a yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Better than mine.
All right, so you both are doing not good on this whole seeing through the bullshit thing, but you're doing better than she was doing. You got a suspicious feeling. He's giving you that something about him doesn't feel quite right. But other than that, he seems trustworthy.
All right.
He, however, is trying to lead you to a warehouse on the other part or other side of this part of town.
Okay.
Lyrathiel, this is probably pretty obvious, given she's been down there before, and this should be the
You haven't been in this part of the town.
I'm gonna say this should be the most basic reaction to anything in there in the dark. On edge at all times is prepared to attack if need be, in a moment's notice.
Yes, you're being very untrustworthy of everyone except this one gentleman who's leading you into a warehouse. As you get to the warehouse, he claims that your father is there. Do you go into the warehouse?
Nope, she is going to speak in Undercommon and just go,
Rose,
mm,
I'd like to point something out to you.